All right, peace, peace, peace. What up, man? Hopefully, the Most High in your house has blessing your day. By His mercies, you are consumed. We're alive in the Most High in your house has body, and we're naturally alive. Um, I just want to go into something real quick, man. Cause yeah, man. And shout out to the brother assembly of firstborn too, because yeah, man. Because I honestly too, I heard this. I kind of go into some this could go into like misunderstood and like scriptures like misconceptions, man. Because a lot of times too, because me, and also too, it just goes into the Lord's will as well, man. Because how listen, no, let's just grab this. Let's just grab this. Proverbs 16:1. Yeah, yeah. I could get Romans 14:8, but let's get Proverbs 16:1 since I'm have Proverbs opened up now. But it says, yeah, exactly. No, I'll get this in a Good News translation real quick. Cause listen, man, cause we gonna get into this. Yeah, we're gonna get into Proverbs 16. That's actually perfect for this, cause we're gonna. It says we may make our plans. This is in the Good News translation. We may make our plans, but Yahweh has the last word. So yeah, man, we may make our plans. Listen, everything's of the Lord, man. That's why I was actually talking about the brothers in the Discord app of how like one of the brothers shout out to that brother. He was asking me about the whole free will thing, how he was having a conversation with people about it, and it's like he's going to listen out. He was saying pretty much what he was agreeing, man, how everything is written of the Lord. But it's something I actually want to talk on that. It's there's a scripture in Isaiah that kind of could be misconstrued with that. But we probably could talk about that the Lord willing at another time. But yeah, but pretty much, man, man's going of the Lord, man. Everything is written is of the Lord, man. Like that's everything. Like that's everything, man. So like so. That's like you can't sell your soul and all that stuff. Like it's not yours for sale. Just like your body. Even what we read yesterday, man. How your body doesn't even belong to you, man. You bought with a price, man. It belongs to Most High your house shop, man. So everything's of the Lord, man. So because me personally, I have my own place. Me personally, even before I came to the Word, and I don't know, man. This is one like like when I was younger, man, I just didn't plan to have. No, don't get twisted. I work with children, things of nature. Been working with children for like 10 plus years now, but I just don't plan to have children, man. I don't me personally, like we knows what we just read, like knows what we just read and what I just said, man, because I said I don't plan to have children, but listen, that the Most High house I might have a situation where I have a child, man, but certain things certain things he has that, man, but I want to get into this, man, because a lot of times too, because I heard this when I first came to Word, man. There's other people that say it. I didn't know a lot of other people that said it, but it was years ago, like online, when I first came into Word, man. Like and I was kind of nervous. I was like, wait, hold up. Well, I was really a novice. I was a really neophyte, still learning, not the same some expert now, but I'm spiritually maturing over the years. But because there's a lot of there's in Genesis, man, when people say when the Most High house I said to Adam, man, to be fruitful and multiply, man. A lot of times this is some people say that that's a God had children, that's a commandment. But there was plenty of men in the scriptures that didn't have children, things of that nature, and there was and the Most High told them specifically didn't have them to have children. So what you think that was what you call them? That's part of what that the whole there's eunuchs from birth what Yahushua said is about, man. Because it's like not only is that it's talking about that it's really talking spiritually, but if you want, like I said, if you want to use it on a natural level, you can. But because look at we about to get into because we had of course you had certain eunuchs like Paul, Daniel, what we about to read in Jeremiah, man. There's a lot of men that didn't. Of course, Yahushua himself. Well, he had children, was us and a wife, but that's another story for another day. But there's other. Some people say Elisha or not Elijah or Elisha. I think it was one of them that probably. Well, and some of it's not recorded. Some of these men probably did actually have children, but but it's not recorded or did have a wife, things of that nature. Because going into the whole what Yahushua said is eunuchs from birth, but that's neither here nor there. I think we talked about that. Lord willing, if I come upon new information, we can go over again, or the Most High Yahushua, reveal something to me about it more. I'll go into that more. But yeah, man, that's what it is too. And I don't think even Joshua might have had a wife, but it doesn't have it recorded, man. So that's just is what it is with that, man. But yeah, I just want to say that too. Let's get this in Jeremiah though, man, because shout out to brother sent me a firstborn, man, because he said, listen, like having children and things in nature is not, and that fruitful and multiply is not a commandment that that you have to have children, man. Yeah, man, that's just is what it is, man. Cause me, uh, yeah, cause me personally, I just didn't never, uh, I just never did plan to. This is not for me, but I work with children doesn't make it like, and that doesn't mean like like somebody doesn't plan to have children that they don't like children per se. Even like I'm gonna go into that a little later though. I'm going to that a little later. Let's get this in Jeremiah chapter 16 verse 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, and saying, Thou shalt not take thee a wife, neither thou shalt have sons or daughters in this place. So yeah, so exactly, because because the Most High was verse 3. For thus saith the Lord concerning the sons concerning the daughters that are born in this place, and concerning their mothers that bear them, and concerning their fathers that begat them in this land. So yeah, and if you go on, he said, Most High, but how shall he was saying, listen, he was saying, man, they were saying that don't do that, man, because I'm gonna kill him, man. Pretty much, man, for their iniquity and their sin, transgression, their evil. I'm gonna kill him because that. He didn't want that to happen to Jeremiah, because like he did with Ezekiel, how he took Ezekiel, and that goes to show you how a lot of times too, what we talk about, like how the Most High, the measures of faith and the measure of what trials and tribulations, the Most High would deal with each person differently, man. Because remember what Peter, Yahushua told the Peter, man, in John, was it John 21, when Peter said, listen, well, what about him, Lord, what about him? He said, and Yahushua said, listen, don't worry about him, worry about yourself. So that's what it is too. Because listen, but notice how what the Most High Yahushua did to Ezekiel. He took his wife from him, like he took his wife from him, man. But and he told him not to feel any way about it. Just come and preach my word, man. And Ezekiel did just that. But here with Jeremiah, like he told him, listen, because reason why he did that, man, told him not to have a wife or children, man, because listen, he's gonna kill him. He didn't want Jeremiah to like feel some type of pain or suffering, but he had Jeremiah go through other things so that's kind of lines up with that as well. But if that dichotomy of that, but yeah, man, but that's just is what it is. But the Most High House specifically told like Jeremiah not to have children, man. So that like when people say be fruitful and multiply, I just want y'all to know, like, listen, not having children is that's not a commandment. To have children, that's not a commandment as well, man. Shout out to Brother Simon first one for pointing this one out too, because actually, yeah. So let's get Jeremiah 16 and verse 1. It says, "Thou shalt not take thee a wife, neither thou shalt have sons and daughters in this place." So yeah, let's go and even in this, I'm speaking as a man, because you don't know. You don't know if your children might turn out good or wickedly, man. So that's just is what it is. That's why Sirach even says, "Beware of thine own children," too. So, but yeah, man. But they did also too. This is another place where of going into this, man. It says, yeah, exactly, because we're going to what I just said. It says, let's get Ecclesiastes Sirach 16. It says, desire not a multitude of unprofitable children, neither delight in ungodly sons. Though they shall multiply, rejoice not in them, except the fear of the Lord be with them. Trust not in their life, neither respect their multitude of multitude. For one is just, one of the faithful is better than 1,000. And that comes on up with that Ecclesiastes 7 a little bit. I found one, but that's neither here nor there. But it says, and it's better than 1,000. And better is it to die without children. It says better is it to die without children than to have them that are ungodly. So yeah, man, that could be another reason too, man. Because like then again, well, Jeremiah could raise them up in the fear of the Lord and then commandments. But then again, of course, they could have been righteous or they could have been wicked. But that's just me speaking as man. That's just I don't know, But yeah, man, that's just it. But the scriptures say, listen, it's better not to have children, especially if they're wicked. That's why even the curses says you shall have children, and you shall have children, but not rejoice in them, man. But now, not saying that when people are born, like when we had children, we don't rejoice in it. But as far as there will be like what that's saying there. Well, I'm just actually now just thinking about what was implied there. No, let's just look at that and Let's get that. Where's that at? Deuteronomy, where's that in Deuteronomy 20? Oh my gosh, Deuteronomy 28 and 40. Okay, Deuteronomy 28 and 41. Deuteronomy 28 and 41. It says, "Thou shalt begot sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity." Yeah, because that's going. Yeah, I'll pretty much per se. Because they'll be born in captivity. Yeah, kind of same thing. That was kind of fulfillment in Jeremiah 16. Yeah, you know what? Wow, yeah, that was like, that does line up with Jeremiah 16. That's why he said that too. Wow, I didn't even think about that. All praise to the Most High House. I see. Look at that. It's Deuteronomy 28 verse 41. I ain't read this verse in a while. "Thou shalt begot sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity." Yeah, they shall go into captivity, and the evil that the Most High House is going to bring upon them in that for being wicked. Because that's why he even told Jeremiah that. But yeah, man, that's just is what it is too. And also I was having a conversation with my mom the other day. It was about my homie, man, because I remember my homie years ago, man. Because when I've been working with children for like 10 years, I had jobs in between that, man. But he looked at me like one time I suggested to him, I told him I work with youth, and I told him that I just told him that, or I suggested his job that he work with youth, man. He said, "No, I don't do children, yo." He looked at me so serious. I don't do that. But you know what it is? I don't. You know what it is? I wasn't even mad at that, because working with children, man, you can't demonize. And that doesn't mean some people that just not that they hate children, or things that nature. That's just not just for them, man. You can't demonize people that just don't that don't want to work with children, or just don't want to have children. You can't demonize people like that, because everything's not for everybody, man. And scriptures even said, let's grab that real quick. Everything's not profitable for every man. Because the brother sent me first one said, certain men the Most High house I just wanted for them. That's why he said, listen, there's eunuchs from birth, man. Also, that's going spiritually. They didn't move right hand to left to serve the other gods. They were chased virgins to the Most High in Yahweh. But also, too, man, the Most High had certain men, just for them, man. Not every, man, we're supposed to have that, man. Want to have that, man. Not everybody didn't want that, man. Because even the woman I was talking to, the sister I was talking to, a while back, man, I told her, she asked me if I had children. I said no, and she didn't, and I get from her standpoint, listen, she was a mother and things of nature, so she said something, kind of I was like, okay, whatever, but she said that would work against you, as far as, as if I'm, trying to, win her approval, and I wasn't. So I'm like, no, well, I was just like, okay, that just might work against me. As far as, listen, I get it, you're a mother, things of that nature, but no, that's kind of what we used to talk about it. I was like, I wasn't mad at her per se. I was like, all right, well, okay, because I get it, you're a mother, so you're gonna look at that, in that aspect of well, I don't want children, so so I don't have children, or I don't want children, so it's not that I don't. It's not that I don't like children, because actually you met me we met at the school I was working at, so it was me and you saw me how I interacted with children on a daily basis, and also too and I've been working with children for a long time, so it's not that, but it's listen, everything that's just not for everybody, man. There's nothing wrong with that, man. And also too, man, it's even they say have conversations in the world, man, in the world, man, because even they also too not having children just on a financial tip, but just regular life tip, having just because it means you don't have children doesn't mean you born like that, because it doesn't, man. That's a misconception as well. Because listen, there's plenty of people with children that don't have children that still financially go through it. Of course, in this current kingdom, this current world, in the current society, Esau and whatnot, and and also just how the world is financially, man. Hey, everybody gonna go through it, man. But now I will say this: you might have certain there's certain perks of this might be certain little things might be certain, what's the word I'm looking for? You might be at ease with certain things not having children, but that doesn't mean just financially something like that you're just you're at some type of leisure, man, because it's like a track. It's like, I'm using an example. It's a track meet, or a sprint, whatever. A track. It's like track, man. You kind of slightly say if you don't have children, especially in this economy, man, you're probably slightly above the next person that does, man. That's not always the case, but but that person not too far behind you as people think. That's what I'm. This on the natural to it, but let me just grab this too. Yeah, man. But I love children, man. I've been working with them since, for 10 years now. But now do I plan to have any? No, this is not really. That's not. It wasn't for me. Not for me. But listen. That's the key word is I don't plan to. But the Most High house, I might have a situation where, I actually had to, because I was actually talking about that to somebody else a few months ago at the last school I was at. The previous school I was just at. Yeah. I told him, listen, I just told him, listen, that's just up to the Most High, man. That's up to God if I do or not. It says, for verse Ecclesiastes, also in Sirach chapter 37, verse 8, it says, for all things are not profitable for all men, for neither hath every soul had pleasure in everything. So, so all things are not profitable for all men. So, like brother somebody first one said, man, certain men's the DNA just doesn't have to be replicated. The Most High house, I just didn't want that, man. So, I'm not saying this might happen for me. I'm not saying it's going to happen for me. I'm just saying. But, also, too, man, I think the brother sent me firstborn, and I think I heard this saying before as well, that, because, like he said, because I heard this people say so as well, like every man deserves a wife, or every man, every man deserves an Eve or needs an Eve. Like, no, don't. The Most High house, I never said that. Every man don't, he had some men, just like we were with Jeremiah, Daniel, and Paul. He said, and even Most High house, I did have a wife. It was like, it's a surprise, newsflash. It was us, man. So when people say that, because I remember the Brother Chronicles of Judah did a video. He was going into on Patreon on a Kanye series. I forgot what series it was, but one of the articles he's reading when he's doing research is going some of these Catholics people say how Mary and Yahushua were was married, and it's like, bro, they were never married at one point. Yahushua had a wife. It was us, man. That was it, man. It was our forefathers, our ancestors, man. It was us. Like most of Yahushua has a wife, man. It's us. He has a wife and children. It's kind of a mixture of both, but spiritually, man, because it's all like John 6:63 spiritually, man. Because some that's not looking spiritually might say, how do they both have wife? One, the Most High house are one, so one were his wife, and also two were his children. Like that's why I was actually talking about this with my pop yesterday, man. That's why you think the Most High house uses these examples of family relationships, all these other things, because these natural examples, because people can relate to them. So yeah, man, that's just what it is. But I forgot what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say, man. How yeah, man, how every man doesn't need didn't have a doesn't have a didn't have a wife or didn't have children, man. That's really up to the Lord, man. Because doesn't Proverbs say, listen, isn't that stuff given of the Lord, man? So there was something else that I want to say, man. But with that, man. Oh yeah, let me get this in Amos too, because I said I don't plan to. But let's look at this in Amos, man. Because Amos said, listen, I was just this. Was the Most High made me a prophet, man. He raised me up. I don't come from a line of prophets. That just goes to show you the power of the Most High, how he could raise up, the base things and, make them wise, make them great. It's just, because listen, and also too, how you can have certain plans for things, but, it's all, everything's of the Lord's will. But, Amos chapter 7 verse 14. Then answered Amos and said to Amaziah, I was no prophet, neither was I a prophet's son, but I was a herdman, and a gatherer of sycamore fruit. So exactly, man. And verse 15, and then the Lord took me, and as I followed the flock, and the Lord said unto me, go prophesy unto my people Israel. So man. So notice how, listen, Amos said, listen, I was just a herdman, man. I was just a gardener. I was just a gatherer of sycamore fruit, man. I was just a farmer, man. I was just agriculturalist, man. I was just working in the field. And Most High, Yahushua made me a prophet, man. So listen, because he didn't choose that. That's why everything, listen, that's why he says Jeremiah, going back to Jeremiah, I formed you in the belly. Isaiah, he says the same thing. I formed you in the belly. Or like Yahushua said, he had not chosen me, I chosen you. So man, that's just is what it is right there, man. So yeah, man, that's just what it is, man. So yeah, man. Just my point being is that having the wife and children, or having children, things of that nature, that's not like the whole be fruitful and multiply. That's not a commandment, man. That's just not. That's not what that's saying. That's not but does the Most High love that love that? Yeah, of course. But that's not video for another day. But also too distant righteousness as well, man. But what? I got to touch on that too. That's another fearful another day. I'm actually glad I mentioned that. But hopefully this is edifying. So peace.